Okay. You want a Hulu for Christmas? All right, guys. No, I watched the end of that last one with the thing. No, it happened to me all the time when I leaped. You know, Robbie Feinberg, everybody, everywhere. You go up in the air, you get there quicker, you're athletic, and then someone else comes in and runs under you. That's what Porzingis did with that kid. He jumped up in the air. He's bringing his arm up to reach for the ball. He missed it, and then when he was coming down, he came down and went, "Oh shit!" and saw Porzingis running under him, trying to get to the basketball. Don't tell me that's not what fucking happened, assholes. I assess situations better than most psychologists. Okay, you can see where his head was. You have to watch the angle and the head and the eyes and everything. It's NCIS, CISSSI, CCCISSS, high potential, poopatapatu, digital, Elizabeth. Matlock, we need more money. Hey, give us more drugs. Hey, sue everybody that gave your kid drugs. Don't take the drugs. Okay, do you understand? They tried to give me drugs. I would not take them. Said, fuck you. We'll give you money if you take drugs and slowly die. I'll just hold out and teach the technology how to understand and help us live the Lord's Prayer, and then you'll go down in history as a total fucking psychotic putz. Sounds like a plan. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. I'm good to go, right? You know what I'm saying? Hope a lot of you do, because I am way more intelligent than the people psychoanalyzing me and assessing me and abusing me with technology over money. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out, or even a lizard, a CGI lizard on a stupid money for keep you safe, which can't keep you safe commercial could figure it out. We're making a connection here, okay? Do you understand? Fucking idiots. But no, guys, my whole life, last night I was in the barn and Jesus and David were real mad. And I connected to people. I just connect with people. But guys, don't come and compare yourself to me if I can get, especially when I get myself in shape and dance in the barn. I've always been a good dancer. I've always been a good basketball player. I used to watch the people on Soul Train and mimic the dances. And, you know, I told you they make fun of the white people, so I wanted to be more like Gus Williams, and I could. You know, there are certain guys I could mimic real well and do a lot of the same things. And, you know, they, like I said, Michael Jackson. I said, no, actually, that was James Brown, but I can't moonwalk real well. No. I can do James Brown moves real well. I am not a very good moonwalker. Maybe if I worked at it, I could, but I just don't want to put in the effort. It's just why? Michael's real good at it. Watch him. Okay, that's just the way I am. I don't have to sit there and go, I'm going to do that as good as he does. I'm like, well, that's cool. And if I can do it and it comes pretty easy, I do it. And if I have to spend too much time trying to do it, I'm not going to waste my time trying to do it. I'd rather just have fun. Trying to beat people or be as good as people or better than people sucks. Okay, having fun, awesome. I love my kids. I miss them. They're so fun. No, I'm not mad at Noah, and I'm hurt for Noah being abused by perverts and causing brain injury in him. Same with Ray Ray, same with Emily, and same with Kate and Crummy Cake, and Patrick, because Patrick has it too. And I've explained that to people, and they're like, "This Hookman was born in '66. You're this, and plus the relative forms of communication they trace with the fortitude." Never mind. Yeah. It's not so much. It is timing, and it's the temple, and it's the soul. You know, the spirit that provides life to the body, and things like that. So there's a lot of factors included, but you got to understand this is over millions, like Einstein discussed in relativity, and this is over millions of years and thousands of years in tribalism and relativity. So you don't compare yourself to others; it'll only make you better and vain. For there'll always be larger, greater, and lesser people than yourself if you compare yourself to others, and then you don't want to be better and vain. So don't do that. Okay, so just sit there and understand that life is a precious gift, like Bob Marley said. You know, if you want to know what life is worth, you look for it. And so it's a very precious gift. It's very rare, you know. And so when you have that gift, you know, when you distort it and over, you know, like professional wrestlers are crazy. Like professional UFC fighters are crazy. And the funny thing is, I could beat all of them. Yeah. Mike Tyson, not scared of that man one iota. Okay, and it's to that point where it's like, you know, if he came violently at me, I'd be like, I really don't want to hurt you, And then after he came at me and his knee snapped in half, and I'm like, somebody come pick him up and get him to the hospital. That's really got to hurt. He's never going to walk good again. Okay. Steven Skull, you next? What about you, Chuck Norris? Do you know what I'm saying? Who's next? Well, who's the latest, the greatest? Latest, my greatest inspiration. They all think this one's better. He's the best yet. The best at entertaining people through barbarism. Hell, Colin McGregor, if you're here, take another swig of whiskey. You are so fucked. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day. Yeah, I never knew I was that until that guy punched me in the face in Sierra Vista. I never knew how amazing my body was. I always thought I was kind of like over-exaggerating and fantasizing when I did the Sherlock Holmes things with Moriarty in my head before everything ever happened, and knew exactly what I was going to do with that mule with the 9 and his thing, and his woman stepped between him and him, because all I was going to do was just use his body for a shield, grab his 9 from his belt after I slammed him in the door, and shoot his 2 buddies that were going to try to shoot me on the couch. And then just sit there and say, wow, you got your 2 buddies killed and you're getting deported to Mexico, and I'll never see your sorry face again, because if you show up, you're as good as dead, right? Okay. Sorry you didn't save him, honey. No, the woman stepped in between them. Yeah, she stepped in between me and him and set them all back down. And yeah. She was the Kate Blanchett in the room, right? So, okay, all you no country for old men monkey butts, so I've been in situations like that my whole life, and I've had a real bad reputation my whole life from really good people. The Vatican, the Quorum of the 12, the Pentagon, the National Security Agency. I don't know what DARPA stands for. NASA, FBI, CIA. Federal agencies that keep all our money safe at Fort Knox so we can mass murder the poor through accepted linguistics through the Supreme Court and Congress. I've been abused by bad people and had a bad reputation by good people my whole life. So, I'm good. I love them and leave them all over town. You ruined my bad reputation, making a good man out of me, right? You ever heard that song? But what's the name of it? Tease does it. I know it's probably somebody else does it, but I like their version best. But my favorite on that album is Somewhere Somebody. Do remember it's good too. Somewhere somebody's hoping, praying. Somewhere somebody's waiting for me. Tell me where in the world can this girl be? I walk through the empty doorway. It's a really good song. Somewhere somebody. It's good, yeah. It's a good tune. But I like to sing them. I do too. Most people that are in, have a good time and don't make other, and don't judge other people. We're just here to have fun, so sing and have a good time. Seriously, okay. And please let me just have fun and sing. I'm not trying to make you feel inadequate at anything. I'm just trying to have a fucking good time, you asshole. It's got to be so great at everything. I'm not great at everything. Trust me. I can't even play the piano. I suck at playing the guitar. I always wanted to play the guitar, but I suck at it. Okay. There's lots of things I wanted to do. I can't roller skate a lick. I fall right on my ass. Bam. Okay. Was the best basketball player of all time. Football player? Yeah. Would have been the best tennis player if I worked at? Yeah. And soccer? Oh, yeah. It would have been devastating in soccer. So there's a lot of things just that I had the genetics for. There's just like, and track. No one else would, Carlos would be like, but he's white. What's that got to do with it? What's it got to do with me and you and me? But he's white. I'm not trying to hear that, see? But he's white. What's that got to do with you and me? Okay. I jump higher than you and I run faster, yes. But he's white. I understand that. Everybody tells me that, but you're white. Yeah, I know. I've been told that a lot my whole life, I've been told I'd play black. Okay. You're white, but you play back. Except for my jump shot was like Danny Ainge. And I was like, that's acceptable because that's the only reason Danny Ainge was in the NBA, because of his jump shot. Right? It was one of my jump shots. It wasn't all of them. It depended on my long range shot. When I shot from 3-point range, my shot looked like Danny Ainge's. Okay. And I was like, that works for me because that's what that's the whole reason why the man was in the NBA. Okay. So, I was like, that's cool. Okay. It depended. That was my take it easy shot because I ain't trying to. But if someone came running up at me and I had to run and we had to have a 3-pointer made, I looked like Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, and then as soon as that adrenaline kicked in, then I was like floating and whoosh. Just depended on how much adrenaline I needed. When I had it was gorgeous. Oh, it was a beautiful thing on the basketball court. I was like so sexy it wasn't even funny because I looked like Jesus, right? Had long hair and and I had a nice body when I could be in shape and not be chemically poisoned by the military. So yeah, I was sexy as hell. Sexy as hell on the basketball court and the football field too. Oh yeah, it was like watching a beautiful gazelle, and he had the long flowing hair, and he moved like a black dude. Oh, he was gorgeous. Oh, so sexy. It was amazing. Oh my gosh, I could just kiss him all over his body. Muscles. I don't rip. I cut. I used to make Miriam so mad because she'd rip. I was like, damn girl, you rip like just like that. She goes, you cut. It's like, well, instead of being jealous with each other, let's just go get naked and get busy and then have some barbecue after. Okay, I love you too. It never happened. Did you want to say it? Like 1,000 times. Never said it. No, it was in the right situation. I was engaged to someone else. Like I told her, if the Lord had meant for us to be together, we'd both be single when we married. So I had other things to do. She said that. She was, one of the days your writings and the way you express yourself is going to change the whole world. I said, I know. But because Jesus always told me, I hope she's okay. I want to see her again someday and give her a big hug and tell her how much I love her. And, it wasn't the right time for us, but her love still inspires me this day to get up to make sure that the children are living world peace. Yeah. Okay, guys, well, I love you. I'm fitting to go. All right, peace out, man. Hang in there. Stop being an asshole if you think money's real and your technology keeps your money real. All right, love you.